Okay, so I believe I'm recording on my normal Zoom, but I'm not for sure because Zoom is kind of being weird this morning. So, what I'm going to be doing here is hopefully this works. I'm actually using my computer audio, which may not be as great. So I'm going to be a lot more quiet today and just kind of just taking action. We've got about 2 minutes before the open. Really quick, I'll go over very fast, higher time frame. Nothing too crazy here. Remember today is Friday, really quick. Today is May the 17th, Friday, 2024. Today is Friday. We don't want to give back, right? We don't want to give back on Fridays what we've won throughout the week. Really quickly though, looking at dollar off that weekly, we did come into that area really nicely, take the internal daily liquidity and then bounce yesterday for, we're looking pretty solid when it comes to 1 hour, 4 hour intraday price. Now, really quick, I do want to just jump straight into what we're going to do because I don't have time to go over the higher time frames, but what we're looking for when it comes to indices, futures, etc. What screen am I on? Wrong screen. What we're looking for is prices already set a low overnight, and I think that they want to continue up a little bit higher through the session today. So what I'm going to do, oh wow, wrong window again. So what I'm going to do is just kind of lock in here today. Today is kind of like we have a lot of stuff going on with Zoom and whatnot. So the so we've seen price basically set a low at 6 on all three of them. And so now what we're looking for is for price to basically come down, go below our POIs, and then possibly get that chance to buy up at daily open. So we are coming, like I said, we're going straight into the snipe window. And like I said, the volume may not be as great just because I'm on my computer audio. So, all right, we got the push down. Let's go. So that reaction down at daily open was really, really nice. What's crazy though, is over here, it's not showing that we hit the daily open, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, yeah, that's because that's NQ. That's ES, excuse me. Okay, so we did go down and touch daily open on ES, which is really nice. So to be patient here because everything's kind of being freezy today. So I like how ES has already hit that level and basically turned up. So I'd like to see price go below this daily open. So let's be patient here. First move. Both of them have really nice New York opens so far. So I kind of like how the price is building. I would like it to go below daily open though. But that's the only difference I'd say. These two are still looking pretty good. No real signs though yet for me. Like I said, I really do like ES though, how it did hit that daily open and respond. We may be looking at more downside, we may have to wait, so be patient. The prices aren't looking too great, I would say personally yet. We'd want to see it maybe lower on this 15.5. But if they can hold this area, then great too. Because I am watching ES. 40,000 is that hot level on YM, which they're kind of holding, and then they're holding a bullish 15.5 1 hour on ES. Same thing here. So just want to make sure it's something that I can really take advantage of because where we're at on the 4 hour is still pretty high. like to see price go back below daily open. 620 levels are right there, so that's pretty nice. The 1 hours kind of look like they're sinking into that level that I like, so this is good. Just gotta be patient here. Daily open is just looking way better to me. When you look at all three, for NQ, I'd rather, try to see something formulate under that area, but if I can see a reaction in this area as well, and all three are moving at the same time, then I may potentially look to grab something, but I would like them to at least go below 18,635 here. Price is capitulating down, which is great, right? You got lower lows, lower highs since the open. 5-minute open so far, right? With about 50 seconds, it's getting ready to close bearish, right? Okay, so first 5-minute close here, about 20 seconds. We're at daily open. I would say, how price looks. If we can continue down, we still have quite a bit of ways to go to get to that low 18,617. So counting up would be 27, counting up 20 would be 37s. So somewhere in this area. So we see the reaction in this area, I'll start to formulate my buy off the daily open. And whatever the low of the market would be at that time. But as of right now, 5-minute close, lower open, lower close, this is the area I would be looking. Okay. So I'm going to formulate something here because we are at daily open, my favorite area. I'm going to make sure the price isn't freezing up here too much. Stop loss is going to be that low, 18,639 flat. 639 flat. Take profits are going to be the high of the market. Let's just put 700 for now. Okay. So now it's just really all about what we're getting here and how it looks. Okay. So for me, I actually really like how it looks. So we'll see how this minute closes. But this would be a great response if we get the signals in this area. Otherwise, they could push price, I think, to 18.6 or 18.550s and kind of fall off. Let's see how that didn't print higher, right? So if this would have printed higher, it would have made me a little bit more excited about a trade like that. But with it not printing higher, then I'm kind of keeping my focus here at the bottom of this 5-minute. I kind of like it though, 310s. So we want to buy below New York. All right, we want to be buying when it's pressing down. So what time is it? 4:36. Yes, still holding that 15-minute area. I like the location being under New York, about 50% of the 5-minute candle, and inside the open of this candle. So let's see how long it takes to fill. Wow, they filled it kind of late, but that's cool. So that's good. That's the area I wanted. Now, did we get below daily open? No, but we got close to the tap and we got what we wanted to see at the area. So now we just got to wait this thing out. What I'm going to do here is continue to watch. Now, the other thing I would say is I'm going to move this up to 18,750 because I'm looking for more like higher pricing here. Okay, let me pull this up over here. Make sure I have it up. So these 1-hour prices look really good to me. And I think that 18,760 high would be the best one. So what I'm going to do is go ahead. Oh, nice. What I'm going to do is go ahead and do this. And my computer's delayed a little bit. So That looks like a really good price there. So what I want to do here on the smaller time frame, once we break out of, I would say this first 5 minute technical, is I'm going to trail the risk on this to reduce down, and because my computer's wilding today, so I like what we have now on the board. We have about a $400 risk on the table. So, you know, if we can move up 100 plus points, so 650 to 750, that'd be pretty nice. But watching the 15s here, I do want to see, you know, these 5 minute closes be pretty strong from that area that we just seen. Wow, computer is wilding. Hey, K-Bean, are you on the computer? Okay. Just wanted to see because it's kind of been weird today. So we can get over 18,690 high, that would be great. I'll definitely look to scale out of this position. So yeah, my bad, the volume. So if we get above 18,690, I'll look to scale out, you know, a little bit of this trade. But what I'm going to do, just to be safe, once we get above here, 18,676, is I'll go ahead and protect this position. All right. So what I'm going to do is come in here and add a sell stop right in here. So we're not far enough away yet. I'd like to see this 5 minute close. Then we have a 15 minute close loading right after. So really want to see how they're going to close here. Good open right there. Now, if we can just hold this area, then great. If not, then what we want to do is reduce our risk down. But I like the risk for today. Could have been a little bit lower entry, but it's all good. They're not showing any strength on the other two, though. I will say that. So that makes a big difference. So if I want to, what I can do is I have buys. I can come back and sell one if I like. So what I'm going to do, everything is moving so slow right now. So I'm having to be kind of, I don't know what's going on. Wicked. Interesting. Interesting. So I'm not gonna do too much, honestly, because it's kind of moving a little crazy today. Um, if I can go in here and just, you know, sell one of these, that's what I was trying to do, but it's not letting me do it like normal. So I'm gonna have to let this just play out because I can't. It's not letting me click it fast enough to put my trailer. So hopefully this New York tap just, you know, just taps that area, but it's not looking too strong on the 15 on any of the assets right now. I just don't like how slow everything's moving. I like the price action. It's just, and I like the reactions that we're getting. It's just, can we get an actual movement? Because otherwise, you know, they could just fall over to the next whole level. So they are starting to fail that price down a little bit farther. Like I said, all I can do is hold on to this one because it started kind of slowing up when I tried to add my trailer. It looks pretty good. I mean, I think it could play out like yesterday, potentially, which would be really nice. This 5 minute can close back above New York Open. I think we have a chance. Really good price action right now. The reaction was beautiful to me. Now it's all about how the 15 and 5 minute close. You get a 15-minute close above all points of interest. I think we at least attack the high day, potentially. But they are kind of having a trouble here getting higher than daily open. We break above 18,670. I think we have a chance. But if we go lower first, I have no idea. It might be like 18,625 or something like that. So a little difficult here just because the area. And like I said, I wanted to scale out of one, but it's okay. So I only will be available for one more trade if they take this one out. Just because, like I said, it's moving kind of weird today. So those 15 minutes aren't closing very strong to me. But let's see if the daily open taps work out. Nope. So nope. Stop filled. That didn't work in that area. So what we're gonna do is wait for one more area or like right in here. But like I said, it's kind of catchy today and kind of weird. So when you're looking at the 1 hours though, they could fall off a cliff after setting that high at 18,680. So we just gotta really be patient right here and see if they want a little bit further down of the swing of the move of the day. Try to take some more people from this expansion here. But not a bad entry, I don't think. Just gotta be patient here. 15-minute is engulfing there. Really nice. Want to see how these 1 hours are going to close. If they can, form in this area, then I think that those 1 hours could end up closing and showing prices back up to 18.7. But if not, then we might slip the low of the day, which would be 18.617s, and we might push up. YM showing some strength on the 15, no strength on ES or NQ, but we are at the daily opens. So no 5-minute price right now, but so they are starting to show signs off that area. So I do kind of like this area again when all three are, and then 18,637. I just got to make sure that they're, it's just going so slow, man. It's crazy. 13, 18, 637, 37, 37.75. Okay. And then take profits are going to be 700. Okay. Still watching this area, like I said, this 15-minute close, it's 1 hour close. Come on. So below New York open, Stop loss at the low of the day.
Order filled.
Just can't stand how it does that. And so what I'm looking for is to see how this price is gonna close here at daily open, because I believe that this 1 hour could be a 1 hour tap off this area. And they just wanted to clear some liquidity. They could end up wanting to go a little bit lower as well, 18,625s, but the way ES is responding on 15 and YM, I would think that we might get a response here. But really no signals here yet. We'd have to see something really push out of this area. It's 5 minute close, getting ready to load here in about a minute. So you'd want to see some more strength building fast, not like, them holding this daily at open level. ES looking pretty strong off that level. They might just be reaching for liquidity here on NQ first.
Filled.
So that's two. So like I said, I only have room for this last one. I like how ES looks though, I will say, with YM. We just might be more on a reach here for the 15 5-minute alignment. 620s. That's just crazy. So we are below daily open right now, which is a lot better, right? So now if we can play this position, this would be it. If it goes and closes above daily and comes back into the area, then that's something I would frame up based on where the other two are at this time. Looks like we're still making lows here. So 1 hours are looking pretty bearish, I would say, for the turnover. ES showing 15-minute strength above daily open. So YM super strong. So we're just gonna see what we get on these closes. Still getting 5-minute opens, lower open, lower close. So that's a sign of more bearishness right now. Fifteen 634. 34. ES showing a lot of strength. So we are below daily open. We are at 50% of the last down candle, but we are making lower lows and lower highs on 5 minutes. So I'd like to see a little bit more strength to play off of. Plus, I don't want them to just slip the low of the day, 18,617, and then that be the better buy of all of the day. So I want to see a little bit more in this area. I think we might end up pushing to that 15-minute area the 620s. So ES not showing any signs on that 15 right now. We got about 1 minute before this 5-minute close. Let's see what we get on this close. I do like how that price action is building under daily open. But the price can pierce above daily open and then come back down. I may attempt to take that order just because I like this 1 hour positioning. No signs of strength right now. ES is showing the strength. It did come down to a better level, 53.16. So just having to be patient here for NQ to give a signal to potentially grab it. But that 1 hour and 15 looked really good on ES, and then YM's already just making that tear to the upside. So just want to see something here that would make me want to potentially get in. But the 5 minutes are opening and closing bearish right now, so nothing really showing me. This will be invalid here very soon. Invalid. So now what we're waiting on is to see how this price reacts at the low of the day, 18,620s. Now we are extending now finally, and ES is already showing that strength, and YM is making higher highs. So this is where I could anticipate under daily open potential areas here on the 5 minute where I might see something. So I need to be focused all moments here, knowing that low. Move. Okay. 632 and a quarter. 32 and a quarter, take profits are in the 700s. No 5 minute strength right now to me, so I'm just kind of being patient here. Yeah, we're still looking pretty bearish right now in this area. Now, like I said, ES is showing that 15-minute strength from that 53.16, so I think we could anticipate it, or we could be waiting for the low sweep. So my next move will have to be the best move of the day because I don't plan to take any more trades after this. So right now, no signs of strength, but ES, like I said, does look pretty good. So I think what we're gonna end up doing is we're gonna end up pushing down to those levels. So that should be invalid here. We're pushing down to those 15.5 levels. Potentially. A lot of times 9 on NQ, the price does like to buy up. Buyers like to come in around 9 a.m. So with it capitulating down on this 15 and 5 to the lows of the day, it makes sense to me. So if they make me wait till this area right here, then so be it. And so we want to watch the reactions in this area right off the opens. If they can't break the low of the day, then there's no telling. But if they go and they just slip the low of the day, then that's also a good sign too. So I'll be watching this area because I like 20 levels. Stop loss needs to be the 20 level, 2050. Take profit 700. Okay, so wanted to see how that's gonna close, and then I have my stop already. So going to 9 a.m. This would be a great. Let's see how the 1 hour closes. Because the 1 hour closes lower low, that'd be a little detrimental to me, but I like how this price looks. I'd like to see at least some kind of signal though, maybe that 1 hour engulf or that 1 minute engulf and then come back down. But I don't want to just take it to take it. I'm looking for like 36. I like this area now. If I can just pull back down below daily open here on the 1 minute, then I'd probably take the order. Because I like how ES looks as well. So I want to grab this order below daily open today. Now what I'm gonna do with the risk,
Order filled.
I can't stand does that. What I'm gonna do with the risk is leave it in this area, 620s. So that'd be yeah, so that'd be about right for those week. So what I'm looking for now is just that 5 minutes to continue higher open, higher closes, and to at least reach for this area here at minimum. So if it can reach this area and not topple over, then great. If it topples over, then I'll just wait till next week. Just because too, my computer's being kind of slow and weird today. Like every time I do something, it does something kind of weird. So that's driving me just a slight bit insane. Now ES did close 15-minute strength, and then we pushed. I think we're at the higher low area here on NQ. So if we can get that strength up, like I said, I'll be able to position in and what am I trying to say? Just protect this trade a little bit better. So the 15s look pretty strong on the other two. So now I think if NQ could do the same, we would be pushing above the 18,670s possibly. It's just if we can get out of this area below daily open or not. And then the 1 hour did close pretty much equal lows, unfortunately. So not really too for sure. So ES is pushing really nice. So like when I look at the 15s, I really like how they're all pushing. So if we could just push, if we could just push on those 15s, I think up into 18,700, I think we can make that move. So let me see here, 640. Looks good. They're all pushing on that 15. YM's really strong, and that 1 hour is the most confusing, I would say, on NQ. But they could hold that level, at least get up to 18.7 possibly, maybe even the 1 hour open, which is like 18,670s. But I like the price as of right now. And so to reduce my risk down, what I'm gonna do, just in case price decides to come back down, I'm probably going to trail the risk on this here in a second because we're at point of interest. So I'm just kind of looking here. But I do like price to continue up at this point of the day. And if we can close above this 5 minute high, like here, basically, then I'll definitely probably trail that one contract. ES looking really good. It's fighting at that point of interest as well. So I think if we can push on through point of interest fairly quickly, then we have a good chance to see this trade possibly go higher. If it fails point of interest at these levels, then I don't know. But if those 5 minutes can close strong, and I would say through that point of interest, and great. But if not, then they may not make it that far, and they might just topple over for the day. So I'm just kind of looking at this 1 hour area, not as good on MQ to me. Just don't like how it's set up at the 20 levels. So I like how the 15 looks. If that 15 can engulf in the next 10 minutes and be closing above New York, there's a chance that we take the 686 highs. So ES is printing pretty strong here. So I'm just gonna stick with it today. So I would like to see a 15-minute close very strong, like really over 660s. Because if not, then I think they'll just kind of suppress the price and then it can fall over, unfortunately. Everything's moving very slow for me today, unfortunately. I don't understand. It's really crazy.
Filled.
Okay, so hopefully it filled that first one, and then I'm trying to change this one, but nothing's moving, guys. I don't know. Today sucks right now. Okay, so I reduced the risk down on that trade. So I'll leave this one on with the risk. And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it swipes the lows, and that's what we end up doing. But everything's kind of moving glitchy today too, so it's kind of frustrating me there. I don't know why it's doing that. So those 1 hours don't look so great for NQ. They look like they'd rather push lower, and doesn't look as good on ES as well. So just kind of watching the area here. So ES isn't looking as strong, especially when you look at those 1 hours, and we have the two wick lows at 18,620s here at on NQ, so it's just not looking as strong as a move to go. So those 5 minutes look terrible. Those 15 minutes look terrible. So I might just call it a day here on this one here soon. Everything is so choppy. I don't know why everything's so choppy. But that doesn't look good to me on the 15 to 1 hours. It looks more than likely that they want to distribute and fall over. But I'm gonna have to just let them print here. 4 hours don't look as good. They look more like 18,550s as well. So so not the Friday that I was wanting, honestly. But I think it kind of started from when the Zoom wasn't even working. So ES is starting to show a little bit of weakness on that 1 hour and 15. Can't really tell if they're just absorbing the orders under daily open or what they're trying to do. If we get that midi right here, then possibly, and starts building up, and we might be able to see it formulate. But as of right now, I'm just kind of being patient and waiting this thing out. 5 minutes are opening lower and closing lower, so there's no signs of strength at all right now. The ES is starting to fail at 15, and those equal lows are just looking more than likely to get blasted here on NQ. So now the best move of the day might come between 18.6 and this 18.20 level after they sweep this liquidity, but I've made myself a little unavailable. So ES showing 15-minute lower lows. It doesn't look too strong at all. That 1 hour looks like it wants to slip 53.10 now. So unless we get a 5 minute close above 832s, it's gonna slip. So want to watch this 9:15 close. Maybe if something gives me the inclination to add on, I would, but right now I'm just gonna stick with what I have on the board. I've experienced about 800 in losses today, so they're still failing to close under that daily open on the 15 on ES. So if we get the transition, it would happen on the 15 and 5, and then you'd start seeing the 1 hour on all of them show some strength. Which, like I said, we have more equal lows at the 18,620 levels. 18,617 is basically equal lows. So see how this 5 minute closes and we start building up, under daily open, and then eventually pop that New York 650 price. I mean, may have a chance to go higher. But otherwise it's kind of like consolidation moving sideways. The way those 15-minute candles look, not as like, I'd want to see some strength and something pull back down into it. So I will add that contract back just based on the price action though. I'm gonna put my risk a little bit closer and that'll be it for today. Come on, dude. It's crazy. What's the low on this? 18,622. Just kind of factoring in if I want to. 22. Okay, profits. Hundreds. Okay, so I'd like to see it at least be pulling back and be like in the open of this candle here. So as it pulls back into like what is that 38? Just trying to see if I want to add into this, but I need to see it. I think another 5 minute close first. I'd like to see that 15 minute close bullish here at 9:30. So don't like that push away. That's literally the push away I'm talking about. So I won't be adding in today. I'll just let this one play out. If it works, if it doesn't, then I'll just have to wait. It just doesn't look as good, especially on those 5 minutes. Those 15 minutes are opening lower and closing lower, so they're not really showing that sign. Now, if we would reject away from the 18,624s, that would have been great, but we're not really doing that. 15 minutes still showing strength around that, somewhat around on the ES on daily open. So I think we'll know a little bit more by like 9:30, obviously 9:45, hopefully 9:30. But 1 hours don't look like they're wanting to close back above daily open at all as of now. But so that could have been the add-on potentially, but like I said, I'm okay. But I like how that closed, that 5 minute close. So now it's just kind of like, I do like the area more and more under daily here. So I want to get it right in this area. I don't know how that's going to move my order.
Order filled.
Let's see. Okay, cool. So it just took a second to fill. Stop losses are in the areas that I want. So it's just gonna, kind of either a make or break type area to the highs of the structure to 18,670. So if we get that push up, great. If we don't, then we'll be done for today. ES looking really good off that area, so I do like the price action. So it looks pretty good. How it's pushing up. If we can just, push up and be able to scale out of a contract at that 686s, that'd be great. Okay, ES looks really good on the 15. NQ looks really good, and then those 1 hour plays look pretty solid. So if we can push out of the area, great. But I would say this: those equal lows don't look so good on NQ. So if we can push up to 18.7, I'll scale out of a good amount of the position. Still be out with a green day, and that would be the goal to finish the week. So I'll leave the runner, like you guys see me just position. I'll leave the runner for the target area of 18,740s, 750s, but I'm not anticipating that much movement today. Nice, we're getting the push that we want to see, so that's really good. I think if we continue to close here and hold 5-minute structure, we have a good chance. To rally up to the 18,670s possibly. Don't want to see too many prices go back below daily open. I want to see strength on 15 and 1 hour out of all three, especially 15s. Price looking really good here. If we can just rally up and take the high of the day, I'll be able to scale out of one contract, still having a green day, and let the rest run. So I want to get too excited because we're still at New York Open. But if we can push above, I'd say 18,670 here on this 5-minute. I think we have a good chance to continue up. ES is looking really strong on that 15, and looks like she wants to take the high of the day. So, you know, without breaking those low a day and staying above the daily opens, I do think we have a good chance potentially. So I like how price is moving. Now today was you know, it's looking good. We look like we're about to still get a green day out of this. You know, sometimes I have to get punched in the face. I don't know what it is. But let's see if we can get this break of the highs today. Like I said, ES 15-minute looks like it's moving a lot faster to the highs. We're about halfway, like equilibrium on NQs. So as soon as we slip this wick here, as you can see here on the 5 and the 15, I would anticipate, you know, they could start messing around with the price, but it looks really bullish, how it looks right now. And then looking at like a 4-hour, 1 hour. Let's see here. 4 hour looks like it's engulfing. So those previous day highs just look like they could possibly still load. I really like the price here. I got us really pushing here, really good. Really like the prices. Like I said, we're back to almost a break-even day and looking for green. We can just get this 1 hour, 15-minute push of these highs. I think we have a good chance. 90 minus 40. So that'd be the break even. So I'm gonna keep watching price, really like ES. Okay, guys, so price is rallying really fast in our favor. This is looking really good. We're back to break even for the day. 1 hours look like they're manipulating at that low of day, which makes a lot of sense. And so now you're seeing ES kind of get to that, you know, 53.25 level where they want to show like they're wanting to break the high of the day. but they're kind of making it difficult, but I think they still could. But this is an area where they could not. And so watching these areas here, looking for prices to slip the high of day and then possibly hit the next full level, that'd be great. We'll see. We got about 30 minutes before this hour close. So I think if this 9 a.m. to 10 could close higher, then we may sell off later in the day up in our target areas. But I think we look pretty good for today. Let's see if we can get this good old push. Now, if it starts coming back down, then no, not as great. So I'm just gonna be patient here and continue to watch higher time frames. I do want to just kind of show this. Computer's loading a lot slower today. Wow, come on, dude. I really don't know why it's doing that, but either way, what we'll do here is we're gonna mark it here on the 15. So seeing if price is going to continue to close above these levels and just go ahead and extend up for the shorts for the day. Is really the goal here. ES looking really good as well. So I just think that if we just hold out, we're gonna watch that 1 hour last up candle, which is 18,670s. We're above that wick on that area, so we need to watch the top, this 18,680 structure. I don't want them to, not that I don't want them, it doesn't matter. But what I would like to see is if they do get up into this area, the 80 levels, that if they do decide to sell off, that I protect the position or I can let it just continue to run and push on through. To me right now, it looks like ever since they made that low and the 20s levels that they're gonna rally this price. So I like the 1 hour, how they're engulfing. And I do think 18 720 could be a nice area. About 30, 40 points in profit. Just looking for that, at least 50, 60 push here. Like I said, the way that this looks, it looks really good. Now it's just, can they continue up? Right. And if you're evaluating things from a Fibonacci retracement standpoint, you have the high of day. It just lets me click it. Jeez Louise. All right, so high of day, which is here. I'll turn this off really quick. So high of day, which is here. It looks like we're about to slip it to the lows. Right. So now when you look at this in the gauge, they're pushing that fib really nice. So as they close above 78.6 on 5 minute and 88.6 and they attack this last up candle, my focus will be, will they reject off of this open or will they just break right on through? That's what I want to see. So what a day this has been when it just comes to like the computer lagging and shit. But really good day as of right now, even though we have the loss. Now let's see if they can just go ahead and push on through. Really like the 1 hour price, really like the, intraday price that we're looking at here. And 4 hour price is really nice to go up and touch 18.7 to me in my eyes. If we get a strong close here. So we don't want to see any weak closes, I would say personally. Or any rejections out of this area, especially above this 15-minute open right here. So just be patient, let's watch. YM looks really strong on that 15, and ES looks like she's going to pop the highs and hit the 53.30s fairly quickly. So let's see if we can get this pushed through. If we get a strong push on YM of the highs, and then we get a strong push through 53.28, 53.30 on ES, I would anticipate 18.7 here on NQ, but we've got about 20 minutes left in this hour close, and this is an area where price could pivot and basically reject off this 70 level and fall. So we want to pay attention to that. Would personally like to see this 5-minute candle. I'm gonna mark it here if it gives me a chance to. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna watch this 5-minute open here. And I want to see if it can maintain that area, because if it can't maintain that area, guys, then this trade is not going to be as great, especially where it looks like on a 1 hour. That's a 15-minute last up candle, basically. So I would say if it can stay strong here and these 5 minutes don't break structure, then we're fine to hold. ES kind of having some struggles up there at the top. So that's making me a little nervous about this setup, honestly. I don't like how that price is starting to break down. I really don't. I really don't like how that's starting to break down, especially on that 1 hour. We only have 20 minutes left. ES is doing the same thing from 53.25. So they're making it difficult here, I will say. So if this 5-minute can basically, if it closes lower, it could start attacking this range. So really just being patient and watching these candle closures here. The 5-minute close, getting ready to close here. I'd like to see it close above the 665s. And that 15-minute stays strong. So if we push the 18,680, like if we push into this last up candle, I will start to trail this the risk on some of this. I don't like how the 5 minutes basically failing in that area, right? It's not looking so great there. Okay. Now we have 5 minutes before this 15-minute close, which will be the key. And then you want to really be monitoring, ES, especially in YM. to see how those 15 minutes are getting ready to close as well. So I'm gonna be focused and patient here and just kind of watching price. I like 15-minute NQ. ES is fighting that 53.25 level pretty hard. And we're fighting the 400 or 4,000, excuse me, 40,040 area on YM. So let's see if we can pop those highs on ES and keep this strength going here on NQ. So the way that that price is forming off this 5-minute last up candle, and it's already made a lower low. If it goes lower anymore, the likelihood is great. So, and you're getting that rejection from 53.25 on ES, so that's not, it's not so great. But we'll continue to watch higher time frame and focus here on the closures. And then this 1 hour candle would only have one 15-minute candle left as we're, really bullish on these 1 hours. So like how that 15-minute still looks. So let's see if they can crunch it. And so what I'll do is I'll end up taking another trade if it comes down, but I'm gonna put some of this in profit. Dude, come on. The modify button's being weird today. So I just want to make sure in case it does spike down that I secure some of this. And then I have my other risk still at that low, which is still putting me at risk. So what I'm going to do is put that at the 5-minute lows. So 5-minute low would be here, which is about so I'm going to scale this up at this point of the day. Now I've reduced that risk down and scalped out a little bit of the market here just in case it doesn't go. But right now it's looking like it wants to stay with it. So good. All right. 1 minute before the 15-minute close, and then we're coming in on the 10 a.m. Hour. So I think if we can push on through, I'll probably trail the risk that I have trailed. If we break the 15 5-minute highs, the 18 680s, all right, 86s, then I'll probably trail that sell stop up to secure a little bit more. Fifteen minutes look really strong here. So that's a good sign, I think, personally. With how they're about to close, and then the next 15-minute candle opens, if it stays relatively strong, then I think we'll push those highs. About 5 seconds left before we get this closed. Kind of a rejection on ES. Want to see how we're going to open here. Higher open, higher close though right now. on the 15s, which is good signs. If we can stretch up to those 80s, fairly quickly and kind of test that high a day area, then that's going to be a lot better. Target area is 18,740s, 750 area would be nice, or even 18,715s if it can reach. But still kind of just in this area. ES looks like they're just gonna pop those highs. I really think that they're gonna do it to 53.30. So 18.7 would be really nice here on NQ. Price is looking good in our favor to be 9.45. So I think by 10, if we can get a push on through, that'd be awesome. So ES looks like she's getting ready to push those highs right now as we're going into the end of this hour. So that looks good as long as they can, just push through. Because these 1 hours look like they want to make higher highs to me. When you take a look at the 1 hours, I'm gonna pull those over here really quick, but it's been moving so slow. But 1 hour time frames, when you look at them, they look like they want to push those highs at this point and then start reaching for equilibrium. So if we can do that today, that would be awesome. Honestly, to finish the week like that would be cool. I will not complain. Yes, having a little bit of trouble with that 53.25, so it's still a little tough here. Would like to see another 5 minute close higher than that 80 level. That'd be really nice. 1 hours look like they're about to explode through the level. So once we get to, if we explode through this level and touch 18.7, I'll probably go ahead and pull half of my position, trail my risk on what I have left to the break even on the trade, and then let the rest play out and see how it works. But we look really good right now. We're pushing up even more here on this 15.5. We're floating about 1,500 in profit now, so this is not so bad. Let's get it. Now the question like I have up there is, are we going to break out of this area, right? Or are we going to reject very violently? So we're having a little hard time pushing these highs. 9 minutes before the hour closes, you have ES kind of rejecting 53.25, and we're kind of pulling back in the same areas here. 5 minutes are making higher highs and higher lows, so there's really not a sign of weakness, unless we go back below 664. But that 15-minute candle open, if they can open up strong here and close, then that'll be fine. So that rejection is what I'm talking about right now. So your focus, would want to be, personally, I would think right here in this 15-minute candles opening, if I can ever pull this over there. So it's not a bullish reaction, right? It's really starting to kind of play around at that area. So let's see how this closes going into the new hour and see if we're closer to the high of the day. But ES is kind of having a hard time at that 53.25 as well. So 5-minute close here. As long as it's not going below that black line, to me, I think we're still good to blast up into the 18,690s, but kind of showing some rejection off that 1 hour last up candles open 18,670s here. So we'd like to see a strong 15 handled push here. That rejection was really strong off of the 15-minute. So not trying to get faked out here. Really want to have my focus right here, right on the open of that 15-minute candle. One minute left on this 5-minute candle, and if that 1 minute can go break the highs, like the breaker structure, then I think we have a good chance to push. 15 minutes still looking really strong. On NQ at least, still kind of fighting that level there on ES. So don't like that price action that's happening right now, because that's the rejection I'm talking about from the 1 hour open. So I have my risk in place for that top entry. So either it'll come hit it and I'll hold the rest, or we'll see. Uh, let's see how this 5 minute plays. If it never closes lower than that level it's at right now, then I think it still has a chance for the hour close to go higher. But the 15 minute starts to engulf, then there's no telling, honestly. About 2 minutes before this hour close, let's see what we get here for today. So YM just started screaming on that 15 to the upside. So let's see. Sometimes they've been diverging, so that's not the greatest. They may want to push lower back in the POI first here on NQ and ES. Hopefully not. Hopefully they're all in alignment and they want to run up here for this hour close. We've got about 2 minutes before the hour close. Not looking as good on ES and NQ. The 15 minutes aren't looking that great. Really want to see how this is going to close. About 1 minute left here. I think if we can close above 64, 65 on that 15 minute, that black line, then we have a chance to continue up. But they're just looking a little bit more weak. On ES, that rejection from 53.25 was really strong. So YM's at 40.40, so 40,040, and it's looking more strong than not strong, which is very interesting. So we got about 11 seconds before the 10 a.m. candle. We're closing bullish on ES and NQ on the 1 hour. So let's see how we close here. We opened above. So let's see what they do. 15-minute candle didn't close bearish, but it did in a sense. So But I'll only be watching this till about 10:20 today. If they come and hit that first part of this trade, I may decide to make an executive decision to just end up having a break even day. We'll see. It looks they definitely slipped that first
Stop
one.
filled.
So they definitely slipped that first part of that trade. So what I have left on the trade, if I was to close it right now, I believe I would be break even for the day. Look, I would be close. So what I'm gonna do is, continue to watch this. We did get the rejection from 53.25 on ES, but it doesn't show that it's going lower yet. The only one that looks detrimental is going to be NQ to me, just because of the fact that we have the equal lows on the 1 hour now, and an 18,600 whole level right below it. So I really don't like the way that this 1 hour and 15-minute price has started to gear up. We'll see if that brought some sells in a little too early for people, and then maybe they'll push that price on up. ES really falling fast though too, back to point of interest here. So not the best to me. I did reduce my risk down for the day, so that was good. Now it's just going to be about them holding 5-minute price action. If they don't and they go lower, then it's fine. But I'm happy with the management as of right now. And so if this does end up working out, what I'm going to do is go ahead and make sure I have that take profit in the area that I like. So 42s. So we're going to target the target area, Malco Bay. Doesn't look so good, guys. Wow, it's just been freezing today. This has been horrible. As you can see, those 1 hour price don't look so great. I don't know what's going on with the platforms today. It's crazy. I can't go back to the 15. But okay, so we're all the way back down to daily open, it looks like, I think, maybe even past it. Wow. So either they're gonna respect this daily open or that's gonna be it for today. I don't know if it's moving or not. So that's it for today. So
Stop filled.
wasn't the best day, wasn't the worst. We managed a little bit better in that second part, but I do think that they could still run this up, but it's going to be after they take the low of the days, so the 18,617s. But that puts me at about $700 a loss today. So I may wait for a PM session trade today, but it's just kind of like once they fail to go higher for the day, then I'm good. So that being said, that'll probably be the end of the stream today. There's definitely a lot of things to learn from. Maybe trailing the risk a little bit sooner, maybe trailing both the risks just because of the day that I was experiencing. It may even come down to stop loss placement, right? Because they may have just come and got that internal. So we'll see what they do, but with that being said, I appreciate you guys. You guys have a good rest of your day.